My little sister stole my wedding dress. Not the style, not the idea, the actual physical dress. And somehow, my entire family thinks I should be apologizing to her. My little sister, let's call her Ava, is 2 years younger than me, and she's the definition of a spoiled brat. She was the golden child growing up. She would completely fail a test in high school, and my parents would be calling the school saying the teacher had something against her. If I got a B, I would be grounded. I would lose all my privileges. Ava could do no wrong in my parents' eyes, no matter how bad her actions were. And over time, that just kind of caused her to become a terrible person. I hate to say it because she's my sister, but the girl's not nice. When my fiance proposed, I was over the moon and wanted to start planning the wedding immediately. I had been thinking about my wedding since I was a little girl, so I was so excited. And after months of searching and trying on so many dresses, I finally found my dream dress. Everyone was crying when I put it on. I was crying, my mom was crying, my friends were crying. Ava wasn't crying because she wasn't there. She refused to go to any of my dress appointments with me because they weren't going to be about her. That's why. She didn't want to do anything that was going to be about me. So yeah, she didn't go to any of them, which I was actually happy about because I knew if she did go, she was just going to act up. A few weeks ago, we had family dinner, and like usual, it was all about Ava. Ava was just talking about herself constantly, but for this specific family dinner, the topic of conversation was Ava's recent breakup with her boyfriend. And this breakup was the only thing we were allowed to talk about. If anyone tried changing the subject, she would be like, I'm actually not done talking about this. And normally, okay, that would be fine. She's going through a hard time, but that's how it is at any dinner. No matter what's going on in her life, good or bad, is the only thing we're allowed to talk about. And shockingly, Ava asked me a question about myself. She said, Mom was telling me that you're picking up your wedding dress next week, and I realized that I've never seen a photo of it. Mom keeps talking about how pretty it is, and I just can't imagine it's that special, so I want to see a photo. Not the nicest way for her to ask me to see a photo of my dress, but at least she was interested. So I pull up a picture on my phone to show her, and immediately when she sees it, I know the look on her face because I know my sister. It's jealousy. She hates when I have something that she wants, and the fact that I have this dress and she didn't, even though it's a wedding dress, she wasn't happy about it. Her reaction, because she can't be nice about anything ever, is, wow, it's kind of a lot, don't you think? Like, just might be too much. I said, if I'm ever going to be wearing a dress that's a lot, it should be on my wedding day. I just ignore the comment because that's how she is. She just wants to upset me because she's jealous. So I ignore it. I go on with the rest of dinner and I act like it's totally fine because really it didn't bother me that much. I'm used to it. So a week later, it is finally the day that I am scheduled to pick up my dress from the bridal boutique, and I am so excited. I get there, I give them my name and my information. They look me up in the system, and the girl is just super confused. I was like, what's wrong? She said, well, it says here that somebody already picked up your dress. And immediately I just felt a pit forming in my stomach. I was like, does it say who picked up my dress? She said, yeah, the note here says that your sister picked up your dress. I'm sorry, what? And at this point, I don't even have time to argue with the bridal boutique about why they would just give somebody my dress who was not authorized to pick it up. I immediately get in my car. I'm calling Ava over and over. She's not picking up. So I just drive right to her apartment. I finally get to Ava's apartment. I'm banging on the door and she answers like she doesn't have a care in the world. She's like, hey, what are you doing here? I'm like, actually kind of busy. So if you could just come back later, that'd be great. I ignore her and I just barge right in her apartment and I'm immediately looking around trying to find my wedding dress, seeing if it's there. And yeah, it was right on her bed, just out in full display. I immediately start going off on her. I'm like, why would you do that? You stole my dress. That's actually insane of you. She was like, what do you mean? I didn't steal it. It's right here. I just wanted to try it on. What do you mean try it on? You wanted to try on my wedding dress, so you went to the bridal boutique and you stole it. You took it without my permission to take it back to your apartment and try it on. That's not normal. That is not a normal thing to do. Then she says something crazier. She says, well, I just wanted to see if it would look better on me. What? You want to see if my wedding dress would look better on you? I was like, what do you even mean by that? She's like, yeah, well, obviously when I altered it to fit my body, it looked way better on me than it looked on you in those photos. I immediately got silent. I was just looking at her for a while. I said, what do you mean alter it? What are you talking about? That's when I take a closer look at the dress and I realized that Ava didn't alter the dress. She destroyed the dress. She's shorter than me. So she went ahead and got kitchen scissors and cut about 7 inches off of it into some jagged line. There were also sleeves on it. Cut those off, cut it into a different neckline. She also, I guess it wasn't fitting her body right. So she took a stapler and was stapling the sides to fit her. It was the most insane thing I've ever seen. She ruined the dress. I ended up taking it back to the bridal boutique and they said that it was not fixable. So obviously I'm livid because what do you mean you stole my dress, took it back to your apartment and absolutely destroyed it? And just like the way that she was describing it was like, it was all really good intentions. Like I just wanted to try it on. First of all, that's weird. Second of all, you didn't have good intentions. You wanted to ruin my dress. So I call my parents, I'm sobbing and I'm telling them what happened. They decided that they're just gonna come over because they know that this is a fiasco. They get to Ava's apartment, I'm sobbing, and as soon as they walk in the door, she starts crying. She goes, I don't know why she's just so upset with me. Like I really wasn't trying to do anything wrong. I'm sorry, what? You purposely destroyed my dress. And then my parents, because again, Ava can do no wrong. She will never get in trouble. They look at both of us and say, okay, girls, just calm down. Now, obviously, Ava didn't mean to do anything wrong, so she's your sister. Don't be so hard on her. What do you mean? My parents tell me that I should apologize to Ava for getting upset with her, but they don't tell Ava that she should apologize to me for ruining my wedding dress. And at this point, I'm also so devastated because I know that I'm not gonna be getting married in my dream wedding dress. There's not gonna be enough time for me to order it again and for it to come in and then get altered. So I'm gonna have to find another dress. So I told Ava, okay, well, you're gonna be responsible for buying me another dress. Don't even know how I'm gonna find one, but you have to pay for it. And she said, I'm not doing that. It's not my dress, like, not my problem. Why would I buy you a dress if I'm not gonna be the one wearing it? Like, that makes no sense. And my parents agree. They were like, yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a little unreasonable for you to ask her to spend such a large amount of money on your dress. What do you mean? Like, I actually was so confused. I'm just looking at all of them like, why? Why is no one on my side here? At that point, I knew there was nothing I could do. So the only thing that I had in my power to control was to decide that I didn't want any more drama when it came to Ava in this wedding. So I just told her, her invitation has been rescinded. I don't want her at my wedding because if she was already doing this kind of stuff before my wedding, because she was obviously very jealous, that I just didn't even want her there on my big day. But my parents recently let me know that they think that the decision to uninvite Ava is ridiculous and wrong, and that they will not be in attendance at my wedding if Ava is not reinvited. So they're willing to miss their oldest daughter's wedding if Ava can't go. But I've continued to hold my ground on this, and I'm not reinviting her. If my parents don't want to go, fine. It's obviously going to be really sad for me, and I'm going to be really upset. I think it will be something that permanently harms my relationship with my parents if they don't show up, but that's their choice. But it doesn't stop there because Ava has continued to escalate her behavior as my wedding has gotten closer, and the things that she has been doing to try to ruin my day are absolutely unheard of. So let me know if you want to hear the tea on that because, yeah, pretty crazy stories.